Hello, welcome. So for today's video, we're going to be going old school and we are going to be doing a full face of Max Factor. Some of the products I have used before. I think there's two products, the concealer and the foundation, but the rest is all brand new, first impressions. Yeah, Max Factor's been around for a long time, hasn't it? But I don't even know when they first started, you know. I remember seeing it when I was a kid and, you know, I'm getting on a bit now. I remember my mum using Max Factor when I was younger, and yeah, as I say, they're kind of making a bit of a comeback now. The new foundation is so good. I'm going to be using that today, and then they've got a few liquid blushes. I think there's a liquid... Is there a liquid bronzer or a liquid highlighter maybe? I've got the blush today, but yeah, let's try it out. So we're going to start off with eyes. I have just primed them. My face is looking a bit shiny because I've put a grippy primer on, so just ignore that. So the palette we're going to be using is this one just here. This is the Masterpiece Nude palette, Matte Shimmer and Sparkle 01 Cappuccino Nudes. It looks really nice actually. They're quite big pans. So this is the colour story just here. We can see it's very nude, you know, as it says, like a brownie nude palette. It's really nice actually. So I'm going to be going quite neutral today, quite light I think, and I'm going to be starting off, I think I'm going to go quite simple. So I'm just going to take this one here and run that through my crease and take it onto the outer lid as well. Not too bad. It's not... I'm used to, excuse me, I'm used to using a lot of palettes nowadays that are like super pigmented. This one I wouldn't say is the most pigmented in the world, straight off anyway. But yeah, well, it's certainly not this shade. But it's a nice colour, it's a nice shade. I just think... yeah, when you're used to paying like 15, or is it 16 now, for a Beauty Bay palette and getting such amazing quality eyeshadows with, you know, great colour payoff. This one, I can't remember, I got this one slightly cheaper because it had a defect apparently. I thought, try it. It was just the packaging, it said. I can't actually see anything on it. I think the logo's a little bit scratched. I don't know if it's that, but... there we go. I saved about £4 because of it. But yeah, this, I think if I didn't have that discount, would have been around a tenner, I want to say, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, and obviously there's nowhere near as many pans in here. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Just takes a little bit building up. So I'm just going to use it on the, bit of fluff on my brush there, on the outer part of my lid as well. Yeah, that's all right, you know. So then I'm gonna blend out the edge, and I'm gonna, is that a shimmer or no, that's a matte. So I'm gonna go in with this one just here. It's kind of a bit of a beigey shade. Hopefully it's not too dark, because that last one looked lighter in the pan than it does on the lid. I didn't want to go quite this dark, but there we go. I'm gonna go a bit lighter than that one, I think. So we go for this one. It's almost white. So this one just here. I only want it really just to try and dull that shade down a bit, and yeah, choose it to help to blend it out. Yeah, that's better. It's not as intense now. Yeah, the only thing I will say is that even though the pans are quite a decent size, because of the shape, even with this brush, it's not the biggest brush in the world, you know, it's just a standard kind of buffing eye brush. As you kind of press into it, sometimes as you pull down, you can catch a little bit of the glitters from either side. I don't like the design, the way they've done matte and then two shimmers on either. This one's a matte, so you've got two shimmers, and this one as well. it's quite easy to pick up that little bit of shimmer that, you know, is a bit annoying. So I'm going to take one of those shimmers. I think I'm just going to go for this one just here, which is a bit of a champagne-y sort of shade. I'm just going to use my finger, you know. So it looks quite nice. Let's swatch it. Yeah, it's quite a nice colour. Make a nice highlighter, actually. Have I got a highlighter? No, I didn't pick a highlighter up. I might try that as a highlighter as well. Right, so I'm going to use my finger and just do this on the front part here. It's actually really pretty. It's going on really nice, this shimmer. Yeah, that's nice. Subtle and just a bit natural, really. That's what I was going for, so can't complain. So I did also pick up an eyeliner just to really run along my actual lash line. I don't think I'm going to do a wing. Well, maybe not. But it's this one here. This is one of the Kohl pencils. So it's just the standard Kohl pencil in the shade Taupe. And, oh, it's not that soft. It's quite hard. I don't normally like them like this because I find they hurt. Hey ho, we'll try it anyway. So I'm just going to take it along the lash line here. It's hard. It's really hard, this one. You can't even see it. I just feel like it's so hard that, I know I keep saying it, that yeah, nothing's really coming off. I mean, it is, maybe it's one of those ones that just needs a bit of kind of warming up a bit. The pigment looks nice, like when you swatch it, and the colour and everything. It's hurting me. I'm not that much of a wimp. Yeah, no, you can't even see it. I'm not going to put myself through that pain when you can't see it. Yeah, that's a no. Let's hope we have some better luck with mascara. So it's this one here. So Max Factor 2000 calorie mascara, full volume. I got black brown. Focus. There we go, black brown. Just curl my lashes first, as always. I've tried the 2000 calorie lip glosses, and they're actually really nice. So maybe this mascara might save it a little bit. I say save it. I quite like the eyeshadow. It's just the liner was a bit naff. So we've got like a cone sort of wand, like a fibre wand. No idea why I'm sniffing it. And let's give it a go. I do like a brown mascara. Yeah, this one's like a black brown, so, oh, it's quite nice actually. So, yeah, it's quite dark. Oh, do you know what? That's actually really nice. That's just one coat. Look at that. So, one coat compared to nothing. I've just curled them, obviously. But that's quite a difference, isn't it? That's actually really quite nice. Nice curl as well. Right, so we'll do the base next. So I'm going on with foundation. I've got this one here, the Miracle Pure foundation. This is the Skin Reset 2-in-1 Serum Foundation. As I said, I have used this before. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure I've done a review just on this product, like with a wear test. This is the 30 to 40 fair to light, sorry. 2% niacinamide and bisabolol. So it's got like a pipette, so I'm going to take some, about that much, onto the back of my hand. As you can see, it's quite runny because it is a serum foundation. And this is my skin before. As I say, it's shiny because of the primer, but it's more the kind of the redness and that I want to show you. And then we'll go on with this. So I have dry to combination skin. Dry, probably just combination really. The dry is in that. I get dryness around here, around my jaw. That's about it really. The rest of my face tends to be quite oily. That's why I've got such, well, it's age as well. Why I've got big pores. It smells really nice, this foundation. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh, it smells so good. It's not an overpowering smell, but it's just nice. It's kind of fresh, you know, when you get that kind of fresh skincare smell. So can you see how much more even it looks now on that side? I think it's just really nice, but it still looks like skin, you know, it's not, it's quite, I'd say it's a light to medium coverage, but it just gives the most beautiful finish. And yeah, as I say, it's got enough coverage to, you know, even out my redness, which is good. So before and after. We'll take it on the rest of my face. So that's how it looks all over now. It's really nice, isn't it? It's a lovely finish. It really is. And I love that it just looks like skin. You know, it doesn't look like I've got loads of foundation on, which I haven't, to be fair. But no, it's just really nice. So we're going to take a little bit of concealer on my under eyes, and we are going on with this one here. So this is the Miracle Pure Eye Enhancer, and this is a colour correcting cream concealer with caffeine and vitamin C. I've got the shade 01 Rose, so it's got a bit of a pinky undertone to it, and it's got one of these like applicator things. So I just want a little bit. I'm going to squeeze a bit out like that because I don't want to use too much. So even that's too much for me. Scrape a bit off just there, and then take my brush and we'll just concentrate this because I get quite dark and hollow just at the front here. I prefer to kind of keep my concealer there, and then any minimal excess that I get, I just take it along. Can you see where I've got redness along where my waterline is? Not actually in my waterline, but along the bottom of it. And then just blend it in with my finger. I mean, it is really nice. You can see how, if you look on this side, look, you can see how hollow it looks there, you know, bags. But it's this bit here I'm most conscious of, where you can see it's a bit dark, and then it almost looks, well, it looks a bit kind of vampire-y, like a bit red along there. And that's why I like to just really take it there. So it doesn't look too heavy, but we're still taking away that kind of darkness under there. Yeah, it's a really nice concealer, and I do like it when they have a bit of a pinky undertone. It's quite brightening. I like a peach as well for a bit of colour correcting on that darkness too. And then there is both done. Yeah, really nice. For bronzer, I have this one here. This is the Facefinity bronzer powder in light bronze, so 01. Although for light bronze, it looks quite dark. It looks a bit orangey as well. We'll see. So yeah, that's what it looks like in the pan. I don't know. It's not too dark actually. And it doesn't actually look too orange on my skin. So fingers crossed, we will see. So I'm just going to take a few taps. This is what I'd always do, and just take some onto the back of my hand. And then we'll go here. I like to place it and then play with it afterwards, if you know what I mean. It's not actually too bad at all. I think it's my lights, you know, it always looks like I've got this patch. It doesn't matter what I use, always looks like I've got a patch there, but in real life, honestly, I haven't. If I come out, I don't know how close I can get and take the light away maybe. Because in the mirror, it doesn't look like that. It actually looks quite even. That's quite nice. And yeah, it's actually quite a nice colour. It's not orange at all, I don't think. I've had much oranger blushes than this. Blushes, bronzers. It's actually really lovely. It's quite subtle as well. So yeah, I'd say it is more of a light tone, or light to medium, was it? No, light. This is the lightest one they do. I think if you were particularly pale though, it might be a bit dark. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not pale, but Yeah, I think that for me is just right. Yeah, do you know what? I actually really like that bronzer. I think that's really nice. It was quite cheap as well. I think it was about 3 or 4 quid. I get all my this kind of thing, like Max Factor, Essence, Catrice, off a website called Notino, which is a European website. It's not UK based. I'm not really sure where it is, to be honest, but it's somewhere in Europe. And yeah, they're quite reasonably priced, and the shipping's really cheap as well, and they come quite quickly. I'll link everything down below for you, but yeah, it's a really good website for stuff like this. So for blush, we're going on with this one here. This is the Miracle Pure Infused Cream Blush with hyaluronic acid in Radiant Rose 01. I'm really excited to try this because I've heard really good things about it. So what I'm going to do is take a bit on the back of my hand. Oh, it's quite thick. That's not a bad thing. Normally means it's got more pigment. I'm going to take this brush here and we're going to just kind of work it in to the brush and then go, oh, it's got a really nice sheen to it. Look at that on the back of my hand. That's got the most beautiful sheen. And then I'm going to take it on, wow, my usual areas. It's actually really pigmented. Oh, it's got such a beautiful finish though. I need to take even more off that brush though, and then kind of blend it a bit. Oh, it's got such a beautiful sheen. You almost don't need highlighter with it. I mean, you know, if you're someone that is quite happy with the shimmer that you get from a sheeny blush, then oh, look at that. Then that's beautiful, really nice. Do you know what? That is one of the nicest cream blushes I have used for quite a while, bar the Rare Beauty ones, which are my favourite. So this is, you know, for me, almost, not quite, but almost as good a colour payoff and finish as those are on me. Really easy to blend as well, really easy. I love it, really nice. So because I haven't got a highlighter, I'm going to go into this palette again, and we're going to use exactly the same colour that I used here, which was this one. And then we'll use this. Yeah, it works reasonably well. Do you know what? I took too much off. What am I talking about? You can't hardly see it. I need to dermaplane my face, you know, because all this peach fuzz really affects the application of my makeup. Makes it look way more textured than it actually is. That's better. Still quite subtle, but that's absolutely fine. Gives a really nice little glow there. I know it's not a highlighter, but I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, look at that side. I've put the same amount on. I think it's because the light's a bit brighter on this side. Yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Love it. So for lips, we have the Colour Elixir. Let's take the packaging off. It's better. So we have, where is it? We've got the Colour Elixir lip liner in the shade Mauve Moment or 03, which is like this. Hopefully it's not as hard as that eyeliner was. Oh no, that's way smoother. I should have got the eyeliner in this. Yeah, nice and creamy. Completely different to that eyeliner. It's a really nice shade. And then for lipstick, I have this one here. So it just says nothing on it, just Max Factor, and this is in Nude Rose, like that. Just smells like a standard kind of lipstick smell. I think this looks like it's going to be a bit of a satin finish. Yeah, it's like a pinky brown, not really a good match for the liner, I don't think, but we'll see. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pinky than that from the pictures, but I suppose that's the trouble, isn't it, with buying online. It's very creamy. It's a bit more of like a brown than I was expecting it to be. I thought it would be a bit more pink. Although saying that, it is still a really nice colour. It's a lovely nude. It does kind of feel a bit like, you know, those lipsticks that it feels a bit cheap, if I'm honest. Those ones when you put them on and then I can't explain it. You can kind of feel that they're gonna slip off, you know, within not long at all. But it feels very moisturising. It does feel that, and it's definitely got nice pigment. You know, it looks lovely at the moment for sure, and it is a nice colour. So here is the finished look, and overall, do you know what? I actually think it looks really quite nice. I love the base. I really like the base. The foundation, as I say, I have tried it a few times actually before and already liked it, but I love the blush. It is absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful blush. It really is. Yeah, I might have to try more shades, you know, because I just absolutely love the formula of it as well, and the finish. The bronzer was really surprising. I didn't think I was going to like that, because in the pan it looked quite orange and a bit dark, but that actually looks really nice on as well. The highlighter isn't a highlighter, but it still looks stunning. Yeah, the eyeshadow palette's really nice, you know. I would say it's not the best quality compared to a lot of other more drugstore palettes nowadays, but it's still really nice, and I like the fact that it's, you know, a smallish kind of size as well, easy for travel. The mascara's really good. That's really nice mascara. And yeah, the lip pencil, beautiful. I mean, the lipstick's still on. I've only had it on for about 20 minutes, but yeah, I just think as soon as I have a drink or something to eat, it's just going to come straight off. But yeah, there you go. It's a nice colour though. As always, I will link all the products shown in today's video in the description box below for you, along with the discount code if I can find one as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I've forgotten what I say. I've completely forgotten what I say. What do I say? I tell you what, I'm losing my marbles today. Yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah, and thanks for watching.